Thought we'd walk up here just a little bit. Maybe get to see the other mountain over here. Just barely see the top of it over there. As you can see, it's kind of cloudy. I can't get any higher. That won't work. But as you can see, it's heavily forested. This used to be an old road that you'd be able to come down and go to. We'll walk over here a little bit. Hold on. I'm going to pause it. About that, I had to get over a bunch of rocks. They were little rocks, but I didn't want to drop you in the middle of it all. But isn't it beautiful? It's just beautiful. Found a hole in the ground. It's just lovely. You can see the mountains way over there. Still can't see that big one over there. Sorry about that, guys. Thought we'd walk up this little hill here. Holy cow. Sorry for the heavy breathing. It says historic site. No digging. This must have been where they had the big equipment years and years and years ago. Ah. So they must have done some kind of dredging up here. You can see the view. There's town way down there. Way, way down there. That's where we came from. There's even hills way over there. There's even a snow-capped one way up there. Good gravy. Ah, high altitude. It will get you every time. I was trying to see if I could see that mountain more, but not really. Just kind of get the edge of it. And see, you're above, way over here, they're above tree line. So you know that's close to 12, 14,000 feet. Yeah. Beautiful pine trees, and this one's an aspen. So we've decided that when we do our fall pictures of everybody, we make an outing when the leaves turn, and we come out and go someplace. Usually you've heard me talk about Cottonwood. We usually go there, but there are a lot of aspens up here too. See where it's light and gray up there? Those are all aspens. But there's some like closer to the road. So we thought we'd come down there and go there. Now I get to walk down that hill. Oh my goodness. But it's got to be easier than coming up this hill. Now see, you can't come through here. Do you see that car? Like right over there. There's a like fence there. So you can't get through that way. Whoops. Better watch where I'm walking. And the little creek is right down there in the middle where everybody's gold panning. So yeah, I'll meet you at the bottom of the hill. Hang on. I know. Nothing but sagebrush and hills. There's that peak I was trying to get to. That's about it. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitching with Laura, and today we are at a place called Cache Creek. And I don't know if that was a town, but there is a creek, as you can hear behind me, going pretty good. It's just a little creek. And my daughter and I decided to come up here today. We went to a town called Granite, and it's like 10 minutes from our house. And behind it, Granite, there's not much left of the actual town. I don't know how many people live there now, but we went to the graveyard and we took 2 bouquets of roses and spread petals all over all of the graves there. I took some pictures there. It's a real old graveyard. I think the latest people there might be like 2001, and those might have been longtime residents. So, yeah. So we did that, and then we came up here because she wanted to do gold panning. So she's over there gold panning. You can't see her because there's all kinds of rocks in here. But as you can see, I am in the woods, in the forest. I'll take a little panoramic picture at the end. But yeah, and today I'm working on Anna Almond because it is kind of spitting rain, so I just didn't want it to get wet. You know what happens when the pre-stamped get wet. So I brought 2 different projects, and I don't know, but I'm going to try to clip on my arm so that I can show you stitching. So give me a second. Alright guys, I'm back, and I've got Anna Almond 1873, and it's on 14 count vintage country mocha from Zweigart, and I'm using 498. Hang on, trying to hold everything here. Put that back so it doesn't it's sprinkling a little bit, but hey, we're good. We are good. And I brought my hoop stand so we can use it. I gotta take it down a notch though. It's a little high. Well, I guess that's as far as it goes down. Okay, never mind. I have to turn it kind of sideways there. Sorry, this is a little rocky, but we're good. But it's a lovely day. My daughter brought her stuff. She wanted to go gold panning. So she's over in her little spot doing her little thing. And I'm going to just sit here and stitch. Now this is, I'll show you, there'll be pictures in the end of, like a panoramic in the area that I'm in. I suppose I could have just as easily use my tripod, but that's okay. Somebody said they'd like to see me stitch while I'm out here, so you'll get the best of both worlds here. No, I gotta go under that because it came from the wrong direction. How silly. Let's try to keep everything going in the right direction. So yeah, we brought a packed lunch up here with us and decided to do that. And decided to go today because the kids are in school until about Wednesday or Thursday of next week. So, yay. And then next week we're going to go up to this other area, and I can't remember. I think it's called Ruby Mountain. And they have Apache tears up there, which is obsidian rock, and they're shaped in the shape of tears. They're really cool. We went up there and we took the kids and drug my grandbaby, the littlest one. She was still in a stroller, so she wasn't capable of walking up this 90-degree angled thing, so we were pushing a stroller up this 90-degree hill. Oh, it was great. We had one of those little umbrella things. So yeah, it was up pretty high. But we like to go there anyway. It was nice. Now there are some people here, but you have to walk. So we probably walked, 1,500 to 1,000 feet, you know, up to this area where we, you know, got to. And these are like, well, when you find garnets, that's why they call it Ruby Mountain, because there are garnet stones up there too. It's like embedded kind of in the rocks. And I was reading about the Apache Tears, where they were formed because there was a conflict down in Arizona at one point. Don't ask me dates and years and all that. And the cavalry was after some of the, I'm assuming they were Apache. And instead of being taken captive, the Apache warriors ran off the edge of a cliff. I know, it's morbid, isn't it? And so the Apache Tears, which were the black ones, black rock, they started being called Apache Tears because they were supposed to represent the tears of the women who were related to, or, you know, like daughter, wife, girlfriend, whatever, of the warriors that had died in this conflict. It was pretty cool. Oh, and before I forget, I want to thank S for buying me coffee. I appreciate it greatly. And sometime between now and middle of next week, I'll probably be making a couple of orders for some more pre-stamped. And I found, what was it? Oh, I can't remember where I was at. But I found some of those little rubber mats, you know, that you put your, well, you can put diamonds on them, or the little seed beads that you're using to do a beaded cross stitch. There's a string there. And, you know, they're like sticky mats, if you will. I don't think they're sticky, but they won't move around, and your beads will stay in place. So, and they were like $1.50 or 75 cents each. I don't know. So I might pick up some of those. And I was just looking at, you know, I would call them knickknacks, but not knickknacks exactly. Like accessories, that would be the word. Oh, now the sun's going to come out. Yay! I'm going to tip, whoops, I went the wrong way. Nope, that's as far as that's going to go. Hang on, guys. I was going to lift you up a little bit. We're getting over here. I can't see where I'm going. So last night I worked on Tudor Bee, and I worked on Mary Jane Fry. I just really wasn't in the mood to stitch. I just couldn't get together, and finally in the end I just stitched on Mary Jane Fry and got a little bit more of it done, a little bit more of the Tudor Bee. So not too... Okay, we're gonna have to get past you just a second. I gotta get rid of my thread. Okay. And of course the scissors are at the bottom of the bag. But I've gotten, you know, quite a bit of this done. This is like one page right over here. So I'm working on the other page, and I thought I'd just come across with this border. It'd be the easiest to work on. Got to get me another piece of thread here. 1 minute it's not windy here, but it's like kind of overcast, if you will, today. And it's just barely sprinkling, so it's a good thing I didn't do a pre-stamp today. Or, you know, that would have helped. But I brought both because I didn't know if it said it about 1 o'clock it was supposed to rain. So we'll see. It's about 10 or 11 o'clock. you know, in the morning. We left at like 8 o'clock. Oh, it started to say nobody can drive in here, so there won't be any cars. There might be people coming and going, carrying their buckets, because there's other people panning for gold over here. I did walk around a little bit and picked up some quartz rocks. They're just so gorgeous. My daughter and I are trying to get enough to make a garden. She has a little garden area. She doesn't put flowers in it because every time we do, it seems like they get killed by hail. So sometimes she'll go get some silk flowers to put in there, or other things. And she has some, what do you call it? Little, not statues. I mean, they're not that big. They're just tiny little garden things, you know, that are about 6-8 inches tall at the most. So it's pretty cool. And she just adds to it here and there. And I pick up pieces of neat looking wood and rock whenever I'm out. Sometimes we've even found arrowheads when we were out. So that was pretty cool. But those are kind of few and far between. This isn't exactly the right area for that to be. So, yay. But the kids will be out next week, so I'm hoping that we can all go to lunch at our favorite restaurant about Wednesday or Thursday. Because I'll be off on Thursday, and I'll have to work Wednesday, of course. So. But we're planning on eating lunch up here, and my daughter doesn't have to go to work until like 4:35. Whoops. Ran into that thing. I'm not used to having that thing in my face. I think she works at 4:30 or 5 o'clock. So, fun times. Sorry. Did I hit it again? As usual. I hear people, but I don't see them. They're probably 200 feet away from me, maybe. Over on the other side, this creek kind of runs through a wooded area. But it's really pretty. And you'll see those pictures in the end. But I know I just did a sit and sip yesterday, so we're going to do one today. And I don't know if this will go up on Friday, which is today, or Saturday tomorrow. Or not. So we'll see. Now I'm off today and tomorrow, and then I'll have to work Sunday, of course. But at least it's a night thing. So that'll be fine. Whoops. But that Apache Tears, I mean, the whole deal of Apache, of going to get the Apache Tears, it's like you have to walk up this long hike up to the top of this mountain, and that's where the Apache Tears are. But there's really no place like this where there's a creek, you know, and you can sit and go gold panning or whatever. This is a Bureau of Land Management land, so everybody can come here. And when we parked in the parking lot here, there were maybe 3 people camping in campers, so they got their campers up here. Not big campers, just, you know, little 20-25 footers or whatever. Some of them were pop-up campers, which is fine. But it'd be a lovely place to camp. You could walk up to the water and that kind of thing. And you can almost hear it from that parking lot. So, but you have to hike up over this ridge to get where you're going, to come down to this creek. It kind of sits in a valley. So, yeah. And this is the second time making this video, because the first one you couldn't even see what I was stitching on. It was out of frame, so that's when I decided to redo this. So hopefully I'm telling you all the information, because I've said it twice now. But it's just nice and peaceful, and I couldn't drive up here by myself, not in my car. She's got a four-wheel drive, like Blazer or Suburban. So, you know, it goes up easily over the rocks and stuff, you know, or wherever on bad roads. But mine's so low to the ground, it would just take out the oil pan and everything else, and then everybody be upset at Grandma, you know. So I just come with my daughter, and it's fine. She's over there doing her little thing, and all is well with the world. And we could bring the kids here, you know, they like to run up and down and see the water. They're old enough to walk around now. I mean, when we came to places where there was water 2 years ago, my granddaughter could barely walk, you know, over rocks and stuff, so. But it's a nice little hike you could go exploring in, and they're old enough to do that, so we might bring them back here. I'm not real sure, but we usually go to another place where I told you we could get the, what do you call them? The arrowheads and stuff. Because it's a little flat, but it does have some little short boulders, you know, that they can crawl around or whatever. They like that. And then you go down to the edge of the river. There's like a sandy beach type thing where they can go. But yeah, so I'll be taking you on adventures when I go with my daughter to make videos outside so we can see nature. And I will always, you know, do a filming thing, you know, where I film the outside and what's going on around us, you know. If not, you know, it'll be a straight on shot of looking at me. So sometimes you just do what you do. It just keeps looking like it's gonna rain, but I've got everything packed up, so if we have to get up in a hurry for any reason, we can get up and move. Now my daughter, she's got a few more things with her, but that's not bad. She's pretty well organized. She knows what she's taking. Don't know that she's having any luck finding any gold or not. She usually just pans it down to the concentrates, and then she'll take it home and do all the fine sifting, which is kind of cool. Here are people throwing buckets around. I don't see anybody. There's a couple, 3 or 4 men down to that way, you know, going over that way from me. So I really can't see them. I can see maybe they got a coat or something over there, but that's all I can see. Because it's pretty well dense. You know, if you had to build a fire, you could build a fire here. I mean, you could get to a flat area, but you'd have plenty of dried wood to start a definite fire if you wanted to. But we're not into that. Not at this time. So no plans for tomorrow. I don't know if there's any yard sales in town. I forgot to look in the newspaper when I had it to see if there was any this weekend. A few people were last weekend, but not, I haven't looked, you know, not on to remembering to look. And then it was kind of rainy. I guess it rained on Sunday, so they had their yard sales either on Friday or Saturday, so that wasn't too bad. We're getting over here to short rows. About to run out of thread. I'm used to stitching on 16 count where I've got a lot of thread. But this is fine. We're getting the top done. I'll just go across there. I might have to rip some out, might not. You know, I don't know how far it goes. I didn't count. But, yeah. But it's just kind of fun and nice and calming to stitch just one part. Okay, I'm going to have to get rid of this thread again. Hang on. Sorry. It's kind of close. Hang on. Sorry, didn't mean to joggle your scenery there. Whoops. My bad. So yeah, we got, whoops, sorry, my bad. Got some done. I feel like I'm kind of by myself there. There's nobody around, you know, walking around or hiking or anything. You see, you go on the days that it's like, what do you call it? The kind of gray and overcast. Nobody wants to go on those days. You know, they all want the sunshiny days. Well, usually there are sunshiny days, but not so much. Kind of stopped raining. I didn't see no rainbow, so sorry, I'm sitting in a hole. I don't see any. And it's not hot. It's like 65 degrees. I don't think it's much more than that I would say. I guess that guy's emptying his bucket over there. Knocking the dirt out of it or something. He came by earlier and wanted to know if I was mining. Oh, brother. It's called gold panning, buddy. Get with it here. Yeah, I suppose it's a mining of one type or another. But, nuts. Yeah. Sorry. We'll move you back again. There's a shadow on my camera and I can't see the other side, so hopefully you're getting to see the picturesque side of stitching in the wilderness here. I feel like a real pioneer. I'm out here in the wilderness stitching. I'm fine. As long as the bear don't come along, but those men, they're making more noise than's allowed. So I'm sure there's no bear within 500 feet. Or 1,000 or 2,000. They've run them off. And I don't think you could fish in here. I think this is just a little creek. But I don't believe you couldn't even. I don't know how you do it. No, it's running too fast, and it probably doesn't have fish in it. If it did, it would shock me. I like to go fishing, but the kids aren't ready for fishing. They can't sit still long enough. Oh my goodness. No. It was fun to take them though. You know, they had their cute little fishing poles. You know, that were the little baby fishing poles. You know, it was funny. My granddaughter, she wanted to play with the stupid worms more than she wanted to fish. She thought they were just too cool for school. She wanted to take them home as pets. I'm like, oh dear, I'm glad she's your child. Yeah, she didn't understand that we were putting them on that hook. That's what the fish were going to eat, so she just wanted to play with them. Yeah, no. They need a couple more years on them for that. Because they're just not into sitting and being curtailed.
Hi!
That was my daughter, sorry!
Is it cold?
All right, I'm back. That was my daughter. She came up behind me with her cold ice hands and put her hands on my neck. That's why I squealed. I was in my Zen moment. Wasn't paying attention to nobody, just sitting out here talking to myself. That's a scary thought, isn't it? Holy cow. I'm telling you. She's back. Is it lunchtime? All right, we are back, guys. One more time. She came back and decided she had to have a little lunch. So we might get these things done. But I just wanted to get back on here and tell you this was about it for the day because it's starting to sprinkle pretty good. So wanted to finish. So other than that, I don't know too much. I think that's going to be about it for today. But it's been nice and enjoyable just sitting out here. I had one guy walk by and he asked me if I was mining or just enjoying the view. So I told him I was just enjoying the view. He didn't need to be enlightened about everything I'm doing. So, all right, guys. Well, I think we'll catch you tomorrow. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Don't forget to subscribe, like, hit the bell, and that way you'll know when my next video is going to be out. Stay safe. Stay healthy. God bless, and we will see you tomorrow. Keep stitching. Bye-bye.
I want to go try this side of Trout Creek.